behind your best choice.
Those days, all of the disabled were brought here. The church, chapo, they all kept the lot, not only in Puerto District, not only in Liberia, but the help of this church was extended in Guinea and Sierra Leone. The Guineans, the Sierra Leoneans, they are all aware of the contribution of this church. Church this church was the main cause of Muslim religion not to expand too much here. Those days, all of the disabled were brought here. The church, chapo, they all kept the lot, not only in Puerto District, not only in Liberia, but the help of this church was extended in Guinea and Sierra Leone. The Guineans, the Sierra Leoneans, they are all aware of the contribution of this church. This church was the main cause of Muslim religion not to expand too much here. We are grateful to all of you.
These things could happen behind the scenes. So I supported Joseph Parker, knowing that by 2023 he'll be tired.
Okay.
Knowing that 2023 he'll be tired, he could have a good heart, everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he himself said, he said, when you run for one term, he himself said it. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
If I tell you things I did in Bagan before you were born, you will feel discouraged. We were the one that feeding chicken here, but today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people a fairy tale story that you'll go home and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the youthful days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position, don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And I need one to pour me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot dodge. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refined, not only by myself, but by God alone.
For being refined, don't you think it will still follow you? This is a political era. Like you can remember.
Let me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there will be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and parade me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogos?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there at younger generation and know there is hope in the future.
I have been working for the past 6 years with Jombia government, and we are caretaker. We are the one that's doing the cleaning up and things. Since Joseph Boakai, for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boakai took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take this thing for oil and carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and he want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she's putting us down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. But everybody that work under Georgia government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry. We went to the marshal in group 730 persons. But then now she said Georgia put her father down, but he was working. So anybody that work under Georgia with him, that Georgia put that she will put them down. But then so therefore she came and said she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Walker got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That's how she left. So we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th.
You want to talk about Dallas Dillon and your relationship with him? He's one of the person on Facebook.
That my little small brother, man, leader, man.
How leader, man?
Yeah, but I don't spend 14 hours of my day on the social network. How you would be doing work for people you just on the internet? It's easy to sit on the internet and just.
I was asked to replace her, hoping that technically follow this. There was a bill at the legislature called an AFATU bill. That bill will definitely benefit our motorcyclists, our tricycles, riders, and the issue of transportation. We were able to support the free education bill. We are the ones at the legislature that is demanding national that government takes responsibility to take care of students who parents cannot afford. But this one will not just be limited to those who parents cannot afford. So we have led a lot of advocacy, at the legislature for the Liberian people, the young people. And today we can see that many good things have happened in Liberia under George Weah's 6 years administration. As a servant of the people in 2 years, we have seen a lot of very good things happening in our district, and we 4 roads, major roads in District Number 9 that were paved, and we also have our young people. So we also fought at the legislature, for which we are asking that there must be vocational education placed into the curriculum of all schools in Liberia, so that while our children are going to grade school, they should also be learning something to prepare them for a better future. Those are things when we get back to the legislature we're going to focus on. Those things are on the book.
They bring her to go see to the main store.
So the man wanted for you to go see from the web post.
Yeah. He said, I'm joining to go see to the web main store to get money to the store. They will go take it from there. I said, Mama, how many bars for the same lecture?
And how can the police catch you now?
The police before the man called me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
I was in the around 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, I'll let you be, I'll call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
It's different working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go Steve. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
I beg you, sorry.
I say
when they call you in the now.
When they call me in the
yeah.
He asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to the
message. You want to give you what?
Tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink
with bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of full bread.
With egg inside.
With egg inside my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friend call me.
And the same man you going to now?
Yeah, the same man.
The man tell you say one for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then there are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
Then there are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah. Black BG, photo G. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No, Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the water now. You can jog people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
Yeah, George, people like can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, could I say when I move from here out free? Could I say when I move from here out free? You said one talk again. I wanted to mean it whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, looking, then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office of OSP.
I think you explained to me that you come to get you say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I'll not there.
Nobody, you getting there. You say asking you too much question. Hey, there's me things say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, like why now?
Go to school. The English say I need the English.
Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time
to explain.
Okay.
Bad people will use electronic and print media. They use everything to promulgate dirty propaganda. So they take advantage of that and they spread their own dirty propaganda to outpower us, to outsmart us, to dirty us around the world. So investors cannot come here because you want to come. They'll be afraid. That's their intention, not to allow investors to come. So they do all kinds of things to destroy this government image. That's what I know. Because this government cannot involve itself in killing people. President Joshua, when he became president, he opened a church.
In more recent time, and just over the weekend, Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boaka made a statement that people shouldn't take men's job and give it to boys. He's a boy taking over a man's tax in the presidency. What do you make of that?
Two things I want to say. That statement doesn't go well with me. If Mr. Weir is a boy, then I think he's a good boy. Because Joseph Boyka, former Vice President Boyka, dropped in his heart. He collapsed. Almost died. It is that boy, because George Weir, who ran there, pick him up, charter a plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery that made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white man who gave it in a medical center where he was flown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural eye, compare the two. So Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. So Joseph Boyka, the former vice president, he's using battery. He's a battery total. Such a man cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making to speak the way he did, calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many millions. Look at this boy and you letter him. Maybe you call George Weir boy because of the age, because Joseph Boyka is over 70 and this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. A boy in the sense of immaturity, no. George Weir is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boyka on the ground where he collapsed to fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's why made him to live today. I think Joseph Boyka, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy who flew in out of the country for open heart surgery that make him to live today. But the way Joseph Boyka speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. The fact is, you could have know you, but he did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you, because any minute you could collapse. But you always say you want to be president and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline.
Just sitting and laughing and reading the comment section. John Balu said the reason why he's in this is to save the state. Save Liberia. But Senator Balu was senator when in his county 5 wonderful Liberians gruesomely murdered. Their bodies were mutilated. He didn't say anything. A colleague who was then a senator, whose name is enshrined in the TRC report, whose testimony you can find everywhere, that allegedly carried out a massacre on the Kavala River, became a senator from in jail. He came from jail. That case died in Maryland. Senator Balu was senator. Senator Balu was senator when Keith Juba was killed. Senator Balu was senator when the Fula man was beheaded in River G. Senator Balu was senator when the 17 young men were killed between Lower Magidi and Grand Bassa County. Senator Balu was senator when one of the people who fronting all of his effort was giving Intergenet Hosmer money and squash car to lobby for him to move on traveling ban and access free. But today, he say he want to save the country. Senator Balu was senator when Bridgeway from London came to do prospect in Liberia. Senator Balu then got vehicle and money.
Balu la Brian Villa Senator.
He thought of saving Liberia then. You know, sometimes some people sit on a particular platform, and this is the reason why the argument is going to get big this few times. Because look,
I don't think I can do this. It's against my faith. I can.
Agostina.
I don't want to do it.
Agostina.
Yeah.
You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. You can't put me in any situation that I can handle. Don't do it to me. If you talk to somebody and they tell you, say, oh, because I'm Moali, don't do it. Don't put me in any situation I can handle.
I don't talk to anybody, boy.
No. Okay, you ain't got to do it. What you do for me? Let's just go to the lady tomorrow morning. We'll see her. That's all. You ain't got to do anything. Yeah?
Yeah, for what now?
Agostina, don't put me in any situation I can handle. Where you?
At the station.
All right. I'll come in for you after you're spoken. We'll see her, yeah?
So do what now?
Not doing anything. We'll just go and see her.
I won't do anything, but I can't do it. I can't afford it.
Agostina, then it will not be for me.
It's not a job budget. If somebody come and stand in front of me and say, Representative Grace misleading the public, it's a disservice to you. And you must hold their feet to the fire because some of you voted for these thieves. Okay? The House Donor is a thief. It's a thief. I'm telling you, it's a thief. Anybody who lie on what you talk, he had checked here. We published no checks before. He denied a signature on those checks before 2020 campaign. He's a common criminal. I'm saying that to you. He's a common criminal. That's the budget he voted for. He's a criminal because he lied at $3.6 million is not in the budget. He can't take me anywhere. I defy him. That's a criminal. No, I'm not angry. I'm being forceful. I'm being intellectual. I'm providing facts. No, I said something I didn't mention him, so they don't know I'm a medicine. He has no integrity in lie about integrity. He's in the crisis of integrity. He's drowning in the crisis of integrity. He's not only fake. He's drowning in the crisis of integrity. I say he's a criminal. He's a thief. To take a $45,000 car in the budget to vote for it, not just to vote for it. And you didn't inform the people because you say everything you will inform the people on record for that. And he didn't say anything about it. Okay, the pastor didn't vote, but why he didn't say it? Why he didn't say he voted for it? The records are there, Lord. Gentlemen. Senator Delon should be treated as a common criminal for lying to the public that there's no $3.6 million in the budget. Okay, and they say they didn't want it. Why they place it? There's $3.6 million. The money here. The thing is in the budget. There's the final budget. So like they don't tell you when they took it all of a sudden where they put it. I beg you. One question is when they took it out, can you show us where you put your share? That's the question. If they answer that question, come back to me.
We now go over to Robert Tier of the Unity Party.
Yeah, you know, everything I do, we must first tell the thing to the people.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been doing that with people cleaning the champagne in our various communities. No, in social science, we go to people and ask them what they name. And so you posting them to say, I name this. But if you don't ask your people, then what do you carry to them? So before I ask them what they name, and what they name, that we take them to them.
Your three major priorities.
Right now, if you look at I'm a teacher in profession.
You teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher. The second thing is that we want the boroughs autonomous.
The boroughs what?
It's autonomous. It's autonomous. Yeah, it's autonomous.
Go ahead.
And we look at some of the things we want to consider because we talk about autonomous. That means you have a lot of facility, a lot of things that you do in the borough, and if you are autonomous and you have other things to do, and if you look at the good time, many young people are graduated from college in the district. Right now, the first thing we embarked was to have a reconciliation regional meeting all of the communities.
So Tia, at what level were you teaching? Was it elementary, junior high, or senior high?
We're taking elementary divisions. Elementary division. And we're credible, we are more accessible, and we're development oriented. So
hello, Robert B. Tier. Robert B. Tier is a librarian. After our graduation from the elementary school, we keep the Murray Road to attend the junior high school, the Budgetary junior high school, and from there we went to Central High and we graduated 1998. I'm a teacher in professions. Robert Tier is one of the daughter's sons. Robert Tier is one of the credible sons. Robert Tier is deserved to be a servant in the district. Robert Tier is a public servant. I always work at the National Security Agency in Cape Town, in Borough, 5,000.
5,890 polling places, constituting 99.97%. Alberton Union Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 40,262, constituting 2.20%. Boycott Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 796,513, constituting 43.34%. We are George Manning CDC, votes obtained 803,956, constituting 43.84%. Brown Union Allen R. LRP, votes obtained 15,602, constituting 0.85%. Cummings Alexander B. CPP, votes obtained 29,612, constituting 1.61%. Fremont Simeon CM MPC, votes obtained 13,198, constituting 0.72%. Gonglo Tiawan Se LPP, votes obtained 26,391, constituting 1.44%. Kamara Senior Lucini F. Alcup, votes obtained 35,984, constituting 1.96%. Kiamu David GB DPPL, votes obtained 5,084, constituting 0.28%. 5,888 polling places of a total of 5,890 polling places, constituting 99.97%. Alberton Union Edward W. GDM, votes obtained 40,262, constituting 2.20%. Boycott Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 796,513, constituting 43.34%. We are George Manning CDC, votes obtained 803,956, constituting 43.84%. Brown Union Allen R. LRP, votes obtained 15,602, constituting 0.85%. Cummings Alexander B. CPP, votes obtained 29,612, constituting 1.61%. Fremont Simeon CM MPC, votes obtained 13,198, constituting 0.72%. Gonglo Tiawan Se LPP, votes obtained 26,391, constituting 1.44%. Kamara Senior Lucini F. Alcup, votes obtained 35,984, constituting 1.96%. Kiamu David GB DPPL, votes obtained 5,084, constituting 0.28%.
Distinguished colleagues, this is a two-faced issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak the truth. Because for you to use the fact that prior to printing, it means you already telling me print, but before you print, come up to me. There is nothing in that paragraph that indicated that money should be printed.
The essence of this exercise, the essence of this exercise is to know the facts. Everybody will have the opportunity to ask questions if you so desire.
Number 2 on the 4-1 field, I want to center. So you see, that is second the company. You got a plug around, the alien plug around, impower plug around, 1,600. Chariaki, carry it. You got it. Number 2 on the 4-1 field, I want to center. So you see, that defending will defend the country. He got a plug around, the alien plug around, impower plug around, 1,600. Chariaki, carry it down to 3,600. Right now, all the hospital, no drugs, nothing. The doctor and the nurses they can be looking at people dying. The parents are crying. They can't help. We got to change it to fit this country. That's why we come with a rescue mission. And when you go, number 2 on the 4-1 field, I want to center. So you see, that defending will defend the country. He got a plug around, the alien plug around, impower plug around, 1,600. Chariaki, carry it down to 3,600. Right now, all the hospital, no drugs, nothing. The doctor and the nurses they can be looking at people dying. The parents are crying. They can't help. Number 2. You see, I'm defending the country. You got a plug around, the alien plug around, impower plug around, 1,600. All you actually carry it down to 3,600.
And so that statement you listen to is from the now Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency, the Honorable Jeremiah Kpakun. During one of his campaign tours in Nimba County, he told the citizens that during the days of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and now President Joseph Newman Boakai as Vice President then, bag of rice was being sold for $1,600 Liberian dollars. And under the presidency of George Manawia, it increased to 3,800. Good afternoon, folks. Another breaking news. They say when you point your finger at somebody, the rest of the 4 are coming to you. Only the one is being pointed at that person. So whenever you say negative things about somebody or against somebody, always watch your back and know that this life we are living, time and chance happen to them all. The Ministry of Commerce, through their Minister Ami Moda, has informed the Liberian populace that beginning on tomorrow, Tuesday, the 21st of May, the bag of rice will increase, or the price of the bag of rice will increase from the current $16.50 to $18.50. So that is going to be the importer's price. People who can import the rice, and the price will be selling it for to how you call them? The retailers. And trust that when the retailers buy it at the price of $18.50, it will increase maybe to 20 United States dollars on the Liberian market. That is where we are. Oh yes, this life. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, from wheresoever you're following us from. Maybe you did not hear what I say. Let me bring it down in simple Liberian English. The big horse, the big government horse that they get in the country, that can take care of the issue of food and all the market business in the country that they call Commerce Ministry. The big men they get there, that they call Ami Muda. That man say, from tomorrow, yes, from tomorrow, going up maybe until the end of the first term of Ambassador Boakai or the 6th year term of Ambassador Boakai, will now be the people who can sell the rice, who can go and get the rice from outside the country and they bring it, they carry it to the free port of Monrovia. Then Liberians and other people go there to buy it. The man say that people will be selling the rice for $18.50. And when the people selling that rice for $18.50, know that the people that will be buying the rice from them will have to add something on it so they can get profit too. So maybe, I'm not saying this is final, but maybe the price of rice, the staple food that now Vice President Jeremiah Kun said was being sold for $1,600 during early administration. That rice will now be sold maybe for $20 United States dollars. So what you have to do is, if you are going to buy a rice for or maybe in Liberty, just calculate times 1,000 you times 20 United States dollar by 195. That is the rate. Maybe somebody will say the selling rate now, but it might increase to other places. So you multiply the 1,000 or 195 by 20 United States dollars and know where we are heading to. And that's the price of a bag of rice. So beginning tomorrow, if you go somewhere, the price of rice increase, don't get vexed, yeah? Like the government people say. As if the motorcycle issue is not enough that making Liberians to walk from place to place, we are here again to encounter the issue of rice price. Where are we heading under the rescue administration of Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai? I thought he just returned from the US. Was that trip not enough to ensure that the price of rice reduced? Oh my goodness. These plus many others. Victims of the Fendia land demolition. You remember during the administration of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai, now President Boakai as Vice President, then the government broke down the homes of many Liberians, several Liberians. And when President George Weah came into power, he tried his best to see that he gave some of those people something so that they can restart their lives. And the ones that were left, they are calling on Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai to look in their direction. They are being displaced. Some of them are still facing a challenge in getting new homes for themselves. These plus many others. And hopefully later on in the broadcast we will have a team from the motorcycle union or a motorcyclist or his team. They will be here with us to talk about the restriction. It has taken effect. How are they coping with it? What are their recommendations to national government? These plus many more are outlined for you right here on the program, the Freedom Hub right here. Don't forget, the Freedom Hub is proudly sponsored by Crime Stoppers Liberia, headed by Old Man Sam Sion. So while I am here, you can play the Freedom Cash giveaway as well. You dial *799# using your MTN mobile money account. Using your MTN mobile money account where you have at least 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents USD. You dial *799#. You okay? Give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and amongst them you will find Freedom FM at number 11. Go straight down to the reply button on your phone. You enter 11 for Freedom FM, and with that, you stand a chance to win 2,500 Liberian dollars here instantly. So let's go. Let's see how many persons will play. But I'm prepared to give our money to at least 15 persons before I leave out of here at 6 o'clock. So we take Crime Stoppers Liberia. When we come back, we remind you of some of the decisions you took. When you hear the chair of the commissioner at the National Elections Commission reading out results from the 2023 general and presidential elections. We'll remind you of them and set the pace of today's discussion right here on the program, The Freedom Hub. HAGGAI GONDAH is my name. Please invite someone to listen along.
about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you will report it. Don't take law in your hands, call the real authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime stopper, Liberia. On the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
%.
Thank you, Chair. Progressive data report consolidated President, Vice President, County, Grand Crew. 110 polling places of the total of 110 polling places, 100%. Candidates. Worker Joseph NUP, vote obtained 2,641, constituting 8.31%. We are George Manan CDC, vote obtained 29,143, constituting 91.69%. Valid vote 31,784, constituting 100%. Invalid vote 583. Total votes 32,367. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner Basi, for that reading. Members of the press, the following are tallied results from the National Presidential Progressive Tallied Report Consolidated, which I will now read. 5,889 polling places of a total of 5,890 polling places, constituting 99.98%. Boyka Joseph N. UP, votes obtained 814,428, constituting 50.64%. We are George Mane CDC, votes obtained 793,910, constituting 49.36%. Total valid votes 1,608,338, constituting 100%. Total invalid votes 25,788. Total votes 1,608,338. 634,126. Those were the results of the National Presidential Progressive and Tally Report Consolidated that I've just read. Ladies and gentlemen of the press,
number two on the forward field, I want to defender. So you see, that defending will defend the country. He got a Pagara when Ellie and Paga were in power, Pagara on 1,600. So we are key carry it down to 3,600. Right now, all the hospital, no drugs, nothing. The doctor and the nurses then can be looking at people dying. They get themselves crying. They can't help. We got to change it to fit this country. That's why we come with a rescue mission. And when you go forward, when they get you the senator paper.
Oh yes, yeah, that's how life is, and that is where we are. Yeah. So yes, good afternoon. If you're just joining us, thank you. My name is HAGGAI. On today's edition of the program, the Freedom Hub, right here on Freedom 87.9. So yes, like we said, too many things happening in this country, and it's interesting by the day. You know, the elections are over since 2023 November. The elections, everything ended about that election. We got a president who was inaugurated on the 22nd of January in 2024. And, you know, we always told people, we say, there is a difference between governance and campaign. When you are campaigning, the tone and language and things you use, they are different from when you are in governance. The tone and language you use. You listen to Ambassador, let's say you listen to Vice President Kun. Vice President Kun, who informed Liberians during the campaign, especially in Bayans, that during days of the former Vice President and now President of the Republic, the price of rice was 1,600. And when George Weah took over, the price of rice increased from 1,600 to 3,600. So that is 2,000 extra that he was talking about. As to whether that was the reality, that is something that we here we sit and see that was false. There was nowhere in 2017 that a bag of rice was sold for 1,600. Because we had took over in 2018, January, I think the same January 22nd, 2018. So there was nowhere where a bag of rice was sold for 1,600. But during the campaign, Senator Kun, former Senator Kun and now Vice President Kun, made it to appear like it was the making of George Weah that the price of rice was on the increase in the country. And during Weah's administration, rice was between $13.50 to $16. The highest when we started hearing Liberians complain that rice prices are going high, when the president himself had to take up the tax to work at the free port and enter the rice warehouses and things to know what were the quantity of rice in the country at that time. The price was around $16.50. So during Weah's 6 years of being president of Liberia, the price of rice was between $13.50 to $16.50. Maybe some will say it went to $17. I don't know. I think one or two times we heard about rice going to $17. But now, under Ambassador Boakai, who sat in opposition for 6 years and observed all of those things, and they informed Liberians, they made Liberians to believe that it was the making of George Weah that led the price of rice to where it was at that time. There were too many challenges, there were too many things that Weah did to ensure that the price of rice remained stable and on the Liberian market. And one of the things that Weah did was to subsidize rice. So he talked to the importers and they fixed their fees or price at $14 or $13. And Weah, his government said, we will add whatever it is, when at $4, we add it there. So instead of selling the rest or maybe $18 to the people because of the challenges you face in bringing the rest to the country, keep it at $13 or $14, and the government or the government will give you the remainder of your benefit. And that was how Weah was able to maintain the price of rice at the price that he left it. So Ambassador Boakai, who sat in opposition and informed Liberians that Weah was the reason for which the price of rice was increasing, Weah did not have any connection. Weah did not have any connection. So because of that, the price of rice will always remain on the increase. And we sat here during the course of the election. I will always make reference to this. We sat here during the course of the election and we informed Liberians that some of the things that were happening that we thought it was a making of a George Weah administration, they were far above Weah's administration. They were far above Liberia's making. We made reference to the Russia and Ukraine. We made reference to some issues, the coronavirus pandemic, and other things that happened around the world that brought or standstill to some economic improvement and movement. So with that, we thought, and Liberians thought that by voting Ambassador Boakai and his team, they were coming to eventually reduce the price of rice from the price we are left it to, or to what Liberians we want. And for me, I was actually thinking that the price of rice was going to maybe drop to was going to drop to maybe $5 or $10, something around there. At least you can even say or $12. Weah went through challenges. The administration went through challenges. You saw Weah bringing in the purple rice and all of these things just so Liberians can have alternative. And those things were politicized. And it was made to appear like Weah was the one who was doing all of these things. Ambassador Boakai, who got all of guys with the knowledge and things, all of what it takes to run the country, they got elected, and this is where we are today. The information ministry had a press conference today, and that press conference was addressed by Ami Moda, the Minister of Commerce. And in his address to Liberians, Minister Moda informed Liberians that beginning tomorrow, the 21st of May, Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2024, the price, in that area beginning next month, they say beginning tomorrow, so it's 8 minutes to 5. So beginning tomorrow, 12 a.m. tonight to maybe the next, how do you call it, rice price will increase from $16.50 to $18.50. So if we are to multiply, let's do our calculation quickly. If you don't have US, you go buy US. Maybe somebody who got a US and want to give it to you, they will tell you, see, the buy rate is maybe 195. So let's say 195 times 18.50. You're talking about 3,600. Yes, 3,600. Maybe the one out there will not consider that 7 cents and other thing. So that is the price that people who got out, who can go and collect the rice from the K&K, the Fulani and the Fulani, all those people. The people that can go and collect the rice from those people, the people will buy it at that price. So if the president is buying like 100 bags of rice from K&K, for example, at $18.50, and that person maybe is taking that rice to Doison, the president have to transport that rice. So the president will consider the transportation and everything. So maybe transportation will come up to $1 per bag. And the president will say the 50 cents could be my profit or will be my profit. So the president to increase that price by $1.50. The 50 cents plus the 50 cents are only 18 at $1. So you add $1 only 18 and 19 and plus the dollar will be $20 that they will be selling rice bear for. So if you go in your community tomorrow, you go buy a bag of rice and somebody tell you say $20 and maybe you go that $20, you multiply 195 times 20. We'll be talking about buying rice now for 3,900. Yeah, something it's funny. My friend, it sounds funny, but it's very serious. It's very serious because the place they are now, some of you who boil rice, maybe like today you boil rice, that maybe yesterday and some days ago, and you have maybe 1 or 2 in your homes, you manage that one for the next 1 or 2 weeks. But trust that you trust that you will be buying rice at $3,900 in the community. So imagine some people who normally like to overcharge their prices and things. You go buy from somebody tomorrow, they tell you $21 for rice. Yes, that's their price. So this is where we are now. The issue of campaign, all of the campaign promises that were made, that one and pass. The place we are now, that governance. And you know the thing, when you are playing a football game or you are on a team as a player, and the coach thought to keep you on the bench. The reason the coach will keep you on the bench is for you to observe all of the leakages and know what to do when you go there. So if you are a player that is on the bench and that person, maybe the opponent number 3 is tired. Maybe you are a striker or maybe a winger, and your opponent number 3 is tired. So you sitting on the bench, you already know that number 3 already tired. So when you go on the field, it is the expectation of the fan and your coach that is putting you on the field to utilize that tiredness of the opposition and make your way through the system and be able to give your team the results. And that is what Liberians did. Liberians, Ambassador Bwaka and his team were sitting on the fence during the last administration. The last 6 years, they sat on the fence. Price of rice, they saw everything. Coronavirus came. We did not use that as an excuse. We are penetrating a way through and maintain the price of rice between $13 to $16. And we are Bwaka as a coach on of the opponent team. He sat and saw all the leakage and other things. And he came to Liberians during the campaign. He told Liberians that Liberians were suffering only because Weah was the president. When he win, the price of rice will reduce. When he win, the car will not get stuck in any part of the country. When he win, a lot of things. You will ensure that the hospitals are provided with the necessary medication. All of the promises were made. Today, the promises that were made, the reality of the day are becoming more worse than what it was during the last administration. Then, if that was the case, why Liberians live we are there for the rest price to be between $16 and $13? Why Liberians live we are there now? Let me say in a simple English. It was just better for Liberians to live we are there so that the rest price can be between $13 to $16 or $16.50. But Barker said it was the making of weird that the price of rest was increasing. So today, the government is not even able to lobby, to have a conversation with the importers to come to one understanding and make them know that, oh, there are challenges. I promise the people these things. If I do contrary, it will put pressure on my government. How can we mitigate this? How can we solve this problem? Even though the boaster of having the best brains, the boaster of knowing it all. Today, besides the price of rest, as we speak, the price of gasoline is increasing. Gasoline is being sold now by Camboys for $900. And if you go to the gas station, some are selling it $940, $960. So, price of gasoline too might just be the next press conference that will be held by the Ministry of Information, where Ami Moda will tell that we expect that price of gasoline will increase maybe to $1,000. Because as we speak, it's increasing little by little. Liberians are not taking notice of that. Even in the rainy season, where not much person using gas. Because during the drought, people will always want to purchase gas to keep their machine on and other things. For current now, at least. Yeah, even though you can buy and other things, but once in a while it can come. So not much gas Liberians using. And the price of gasoline is increasing. So imagine now, dry season, what will happen to our country? So this is just a quick, we just help the Ministry of Commerce. Though they have not paid our institution for this, but we want to do the announcement for them so that Liberians can understand. The Ministry of Commerce is informing you Liberians that beginning tomorrow. And my news guys are working on that audio. I hope that they can just send it to me fast. Let me play Ami Moda. My chief can call him Moda. Yeah, please try and get me that. Let me just get that part where Moda are talking about the rest press. So I won't play Moda or Ami Moda so you can listen to him and know and hear for yourself. The scene we were playing or Ambassador, let's say the Vice President now, Jeremiah Kmankun. They want to listen to him. Yeah, you listen.
Number 2 on the forward field. Yeah, number 2 on the forward field. I want to defender. So you see, that defending will defend the country. He got a Bagara when Ellie and Baga were in power. Bagara on 1,600. So we are key carry it down to 3,600. Right now, all the hospital, no drugs, nothing. The doctor and the nurses then can be looking at people dying. They themselves crying. They can't help. We got to change it to fit this country. That's why we come with a rescue mission. And when you go forward, when they get you the senator paper, yeah, number 2 on the forward field, I want to defender. So you see, that defending will defend the country. He got a Bagara when Ellie and Baga were in power. Bagara on 1,600. So we are key carry it down to 3,600. Right now, all the hospitals. Yeah, number 2 on the forward field, I want to defender. So you see, that defending will defend the country. He got a Bagara when Ellie and Baga were in power. Bagara on 1,600. So we are key carry it down to 3,600.
Okay, Josh Joachim, he carried it down. When Ellie were in power, Bagara was being sold for 1,600. George Joachim he carried down to 3,600. That was not a reality. Rest was not sold for 1,000. There's a 3,600. But the reality now is, let me play Muda. Muda, our minister, Muda. So let's listen to Muda, the Minister of Commerce. I'm Muda, my boss man, you call Muda. Let's play so I can listen here. Now, the thing about the increment in the price of rice is not a making of HAGGAI. It's not just something I can say. Freedom everything say the truth, freedom everything lie, freedom everything do this, but everything that we say here, they are backed by evidence. So let me play Muda, so that you listen to it and you know where we are. Then when we come back, yeah, today, another day, another quiet day, yeah, be here.
Rights at competitive pricing. Look, it is a difficult process. The rice industry is like a cartel. Okay? So now, having been able to get new rising with competitive pricing, you have verified all that they have said. We're working. There are some costs that we can reduce from this side, and we're working, to see if we can bring in new importers who will be able to supply rice at competitive pricing. Look, it is a difficult process. The rice industry is like a cartel. Okay? So now, having been able to get new rising with competitive pricing, you have verified all that they have said. We're working. There are some costs that we can reduce from this side, and we're working on them. On Friday, or Thursday, we received another letter from the rising importers citing all the previous letters, and they're informing us that they have lived up to what we negotiated. They have a stock of rice that have provided, a major stock of rice, but due to the cost of all that they have factored in, they can't afford to sell at the $16.75 that we got it down to. And still requesting the government to bring it up to $20. We had several meetings with them over the last 3 days. Okay. So, as the president has intimated, there is no other way around this rice issue, around self-sustainability, self-sufficiency, unless we are able to grow our new rice. There will be continuing exogenous factors.
So you listen to the Minister of Commerce, right? He said the price of rice, according to him, is on a cartel. Let's say the importers of rice, they are on a cartel. And in fact, their request to the government is the price of rice should be $20. This is what Minister Moda said. The importers are requesting that the price of rice should be $20. So with this statement, what I want you to understand and keep at the back of your mind today is the government could come up tomorrow again and tell you that maybe the previous conversation we had with the people, we have not been able to live up to this or to that conversation and all that in the agreement. So the people have decided to increase the price of rice to 20 because that is the request from them. So maybe the government wouldn't succeed in talking to the people so they can reduce the importers of rice. The government wouldn't succeed in talking to them so that they can reduce the price of rice to let's say, instead of carrying the $20, they can make it $18.50. Why dare the government have conversation to see whether they will drop it or they will increase it? So it's now time. This is today. I'm only hearing this from Minister Moda today that there is nothing that can be done about the price of rice in this country. Let me play it again so you can listen. He said there is nothing that can be done about the increment in the price of rice in this country. There is nothing that the government can do. Now, why you say? Even though in opposition, they made it appear like they are the God that could change things for Liberians. I thought people said when Buakai went, Liberia was going to be the land of milk and honey. If the prices of basic commodities can be increasing, then imagine where we are heading to. And what will happen? Even the Kesao, the plenty that you can go buy Omega market. So long gas price increasing, you also understand that the price of those commodities will increase. because the people that can, the people who can transport the goods from those counties to Monserrado, they will eventually increase their fare due to the increase in gas price, and that will have also a trickle-down effect on the price of basic commodities. So let's listen again to Minister Moda. He said there is nothing that can be done about the price of rice increment in this country. Let's listen to him. 4 months since Baka took over, this is where we are. Wow. So wait, something again. You're going to do this to me? No.
To see if we can bring in new importers who will be able to supply rice.
So he said the government is trying to bring in new importers. The government working to see whether they can bring in new importers that will supply rice. So maybe he believes that only because I can't, I know funny, we're gonna need that because there are only 2 of them. So I know another one. One are the only 3 people. So because of that, I want the price. The people want to do it. The increasing every time they want to put pressure on the government. So maybe the government trying to bring more people. Let's listen.
Competitive pricing. Look, it is a difficult process. The rice industry is like a cartel.
It is a difficult process, even to ensure that you bring people in the country to do more importers in the country. Minister Moda is telling us, say, it's difficult. It's like a cartel. It's like a cartel. The right importing is like a cartel.
It's like a cartel. Okay? So now, having been able to get new rice in with competitive pricing, you have verified with competitive pricing. Being able to get new rice in with competitive pricing, you have verified all that.
So, because they have not been able to have a better conversation with the importers of rice, Minister Moda is telling us the price of rice. Let me take it from the top. They have not been able to bring in new rice. There are rice in the country, but the importers have not been able to bring in new rice because they have not come up to agreement with the government on the new price. So that's where we are today.
We have verified all that they have said. We're working. There are some costs that we can reduce from this side, and we're working on them. On Friday, we received, or Thursday, we received another letter from the rice importers citing all the previous letters, and they're informing us that they have lived up to what we've negotiated. They have a stock of rice that have provided, a major stock of rice, but due to the cost and all that they have factored in, they can't afford to sell at the $16.75 that we got it down to, and still requesting the government to bring it up to $20. We had several meetings with them over the last 3 days. Okay. So, as the president has intimated, there's no other way around this rice issue. Around self-sustainability, self-sufficiency, unless we are able to grow our own rice. There will be continuing exogenous factors.
Let's take a break and have a brief in, brief out. Today's edition of the program, let's do it like this, stress-free. The key information we want to give out to you people is rice prices have increased. Oh yes. I wish you all the best. Get used to eating vegetables. Get used to eating fruits. Imagine a dry man like me coming start eating fruit only because I got a bad back or rest.
Sweet, in this road, where the rich are poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? You can pray for a long night. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power is fine. It can make you heavy. Yeah, just like a book, you know, a way to capsize. You take it from me there today, oh, God will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, oh, mother will take it from you tomorrow.
Yeah, so the country will not give me. So let me just take this break, right, and call at least. Let me call one of our winners, people who have won money. The way press going up. Let's see. Let me just call. Play the cash giveaway *799#, and then you okay. Just give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and you will see Freedom at number 11. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
What's up?
Yeah.
My man, this is HAGGAI GONDAH, and I call you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been playing the Freedom Cash giveaway.
Yeah.
How many times?
I played 2 times today.
You played 2 times today while I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Check your phone. You receive $2,500 Liberian dollars.
Okay.
Confirm it to me.
All right. I'm going to check it.
So *799#. Okay. Give it a few seconds to load. The list of radio stations will appear, and amongst them, you will find Freedom FM at 11. And with that, just go to reply on your phone, enter 1111 in number. And then you stand a chance to win $2,500. Chief, can you confirm it for me, please?
Yeah, I'm going to confirm it.
Oh, your phone number around you?
No, that the phone you call me on.
Yeah. So how long will it take you?
Just a minute.
Just check on your phone, you will see the message. And then when you confirm the mobile money message.
Okay. I'm going to call you.
Okay, when you call me. Yeah. So that is where we are. Continue to play. And like I said, 15 person. And I got 1 person. So it's because not many of you playing. So now like 4 person and I win. And I'm here up to 6 o'clock. So let me see. So this is where we are. You know, it's sounding somehow. Have you seen a situation where something terrible happening to somebody, and then you see that the person is in a state like nothing is happening? No matter the thing I'm doing, I'm worried, I'm concerned about Liberians, not myself. Because I always told people, I say, people who really thought that, who knew that what was happening during the WIA's administration was not the making. Okay, let me confirm this. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Can you confirm that?
Yeah, I get it.
How much you receive? How much did you receive?
I reached 2,005.
Okay. Enjoy your money, okay? Okay. So some of us who believe that the increase in the price of rice during the WIA's administration and some of the challenges that the WIA's government encountered, some of us who believe that it was not the making of George Weah and his team, we knew that all of these things were going to happen. So when it is being announced, when it's happening like this, it's not like a surprise to some of us, but it's a surprise to people who voted Ambassador Weah with the high, that's the Ambassador Bwaka, with the high expectation that immediately things were going to change. Ambassador Bwaka spoke of 100 days deliverable, and we have passed the 100 days deliverable, the time stipulated, and now as we speak, there are still counties that are challenged with the issue of road connectivities. I can show you pictures, I can show you videos of places where people are challenged because the fight is the road that they grade, the road that they work on. Those roads were dusted road already, and we were already in rainy season, and the poor motor grader on those roads, and the motor graders graded road, and today where we are at Muddy Place now. So we knew that the price of rice would increase. We knew that the issue of car not hitching in any part of the country, we knew that they were campaign promise. So we told you that it was better to deal with the devil you know than the angel that you've not seen before. And later now you join the angel back. Instead of finding yourself in heaven, you find yourself in, I know I should say hell or where we are. This is where we are today. You know, this election will teach us Liberians, the just in the election will teach us Liberians as to how we make decisions in future elections. We are him here doing his time as president. We are all of the challenges. We are took over in 2018, January. And that same 2018, that's 2019, we received the issue of the coronavirus that kept the war under hostage for more than 2 years. But in the midst of that, we are going to leave from here and go to Morocco, and the Moroccan government pledged and even gave something to the government of Liberia. We are going to leave from here and go to France and have a conversation with Emmanuel Macron and be able to get 30 million, 10 million. We are going to leave from here and go to the UAE and have a conversation there with the priest and come by and break ground for the Emirate Hospital. We are going to leave from here, go other places, and we see dividends. But since Ambassador Boakai took over, all of the places he had gone, he went to Ivory Coast. He said he went to have a conversation about electricity in the country. When he came from there, electricity became worse in this country more than ever before. He left, he went to America. He left from America, he came back, he now stayed on, he traveled to one of which one of the country. And today, the price of rest is the next thing that have increased. So I think we should start praying for our president not to travel, because every time he travels, when he come back now, the challenges can increase for all the common people. So what's the reason? Because he took 25 plus person the last time he carried them to America. You use the country money, you go to America, you come back, no profit. You took, I don't know, 9 or 10 million the other day, you carry the Ivory Coast. You all went Ivory Coast, you all stay there, you all came back, no benefit. So why are you traveling, and what are Liberians benefiting from your travel? What are Liberians benefiting from the president's travel? Let's be sincere to our conscience. Let's be sincere to ourselves in the country here. So we should just expect that every day the price of commodity will increase. Now the police who came out with the other issue that they say no go zoom, the challenges that they have placed on motorcyclists. Motorcyclists now have to use 100 and there's a $210 US or more than 150 Liberian dollars. That's a USD, from 150 to $210 USD to get their motorbike insured and get all of the necessary documents if they want ride on quota. Because that's the only way they can get money now. So I said they have to come and do round time in Monrovia and be able to get money. The police say no, you all go use $210 US to get insurance, to get motorbike document, to get license plate, to get ID card, to get all they want. Buy two helmet to all they want. And today, the price of rice have increased. Today, the price of rice is going high. So what's the hope for the future in the next 6 years? What's the hope? Even the nurses, the people, the police officers who voted, the civil servants in general, who voted with the hope that their salaries were going to be increased. Today, the budget have been passed without any consideration on their salary. Where are we? What was the real reason? Was it because of getting some people out? Getting some group of people out of government? Was that the real reason for which you all were pushing around here? That why when you all took over, you all came around with the issue of taking people from tenure positions. The court rule against it. You all still suspended them, out of arrogance, the way you all did it. Was it about just saving few group of people and leaving the vast majority to struggle and suffer? Where are we today? I will start right here. I got a team from the motorcycle union, some motorcycle riders. I will just take them for a few minutes. Then we go to the lines and interact with you, our callers and our followers. Yes, this is where we are. This is where we are. So the cash giveaway, I'm coming to do another draw so you can play. I'm coming to do another draw. You can play so that we give out more money. Yeah, so at least the way the price of rest increasing now, we'll come and talk to the people now so they can get to give the exact price bag of rest price now. come and talk to our partners so they can give the exact back of reference. So that at least when we're giving the, how they call it, we're giving the money, we know where we are. So yeah, this is where we are. This is our country, Liberia. The country will not burn, no matter the situation we live here. It will not burn. I told people, I say, coronavirus, Ebola virus came. The people who were to survive, they survive. And during the war, there were people who encountered rebels, but they still survive. And today they are living. Coronavirus came and people survive. Ebola came, people survive. There will be disasters where people will survive. I'm sure even the tanker incident in Toyota, there were people who got involved, but still they survive. So in every situation, the people that are supposed to lead it will lead it. The people that are supposed to survive will survive. You have to brace yourself for the challenges ahead. Brace yourself for it. And so that when it happens, it don't be like a surprise to you. Because I told people, I say, if you're in a relationship and you believe that relationship will not leave you, and you put your all in that relationship, and all of a sudden that relationship break your trust. That way you can find some of our men trying to kill themselves. But when you live like that, don't get left. Whether they leave you and not leave you, your left still remains. Then you, whether it happen, it will not be like a surprise to you. So whether tomorrow we go again, they both say no, that agreement our yesterday are different. You would carry rest to 20 out 25. You know that we accept it. I can't start getting used to eating plenty, banana, cucumber, and things. So when you see us getting dry, more, I'm thinking we're suffering bad way. Even if we're suffering, I your rescue. Your rescue mission. Well, you can please do your hand on how they call it, for one Baka, Benny, the whole country. How they call that? I want the music. I want to play that music. That music. I want to remind us. You know, I was playing David Brown Asana here, giving consolidated. So yes, let me cross over now to my team from the motorcycle union. Motorcycle advocate. Like you go spoil your man junkie on car going down. 60,000 car. Who them boys wish you? Oh, hello, Chief. Yeah, engage the microphone.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Am I clear?
Yeah, go ahead. Let me see. Go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you.
Use the mark over there. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, so check it out from the way. But you'll be using that one in the meantime. Why? Okay, use that one. I'm sure that one is currently on.
So thank you for the invite.
Tell the public your name, do.
So thanks for the invite. I'm Claudius Kibi there, and I happen to be a chairperson for the Concerned Motorcyclists and Tricyclists Advocacy Movement.
Well, where are we? You're sat here before you're back, calling the government not to, how they call it, implement the no-go zone. You all here are motorcyclists. You all get motorbike. But today your rock card will come in town only because you're not getting the registration. Where are we?
Seriously, so I'm going to say sorry because that's the reason we're making late. Yeah. How to stay along the road waiting for a car. It's not easy.
Like for you getting adjusted to new life.
I mean, I haven't gotten adjusted to it yet. I still seen it very, very much difficult.
You remember the last time? I always remind you about this. You remember the last time when you took me to Caldwell?
Yeah.
When we were talking about the election,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what was the situation that day when they threw me in the mud because I was telling you that I was not interested?
So let's go directly where we are here.
I'll remind you.
Okay, so we are from the advocacy point, we have been of recent in the media, and Freedom have been one of our great partners. They have been supporting us, giving us airtime to speak out to the public. So we have said we see the issue of the no-go zone as an infringement to our constitutional right, and we plead to government not to see this issue of motorcyclists or imposing onto us no-go zone that we being seen as a means of marginalizing us. So we were somehow jubilating when we got the information, the vice president got involved and spoke to cross section of key players, including the IG, and there was this issue of 3 months ultimatum that was given. We felt that 3 months were to be news to sensitize motorcyclists, educate them, and give them the open door to have a back register, and sometimes for us as key players to discuss this issue that has to do with the registration of back, has to do with the insurance of back, and other things that the government came out with. Though it is said that it was members of the motorcycle sector that recommended that back should be insured, back should be registered, and each motorcycle should have 2 helmets and should have a safety gear. We do agree with some of these recommendations, but there are a couple of it that we need to underline some factors, like the ones that have to do with the insurance. You cannot ask motorcycles to insure their back without having a proper negotiation with the insurance companies. We see the whole issue of the insurance.
I'm told that you guys are being recommended to go to one. They are recommending one.
So that's a fact. The IG,
all of you going to one insurance
the IG is preferring a single insurance company in this country.
What is that insurance company?
I might not know the name right now. I was something like that. So, but even as that, whether 10 or 15 or 100 insurance company, you cannot be giving a mental package insurance where if there's any casualty that he bears on injuries or anything general happen to he or his back, you take no responsibility. But the third party, you take responsibility of 25%. I mean, it makes no sense to us. And besides, a man do not need to fall into accident before he benefit the 150 or 120 or whatever he pay.
How much are you using? How much are you using the insurance?
So these are the things we expect the IG or the government. I mean, people in that world want some money with some things and that got no vision for the people. Because you should be able to come up with a fixed amount for insurance across all insurance companies for motorcycle or tricycle. You go to some insurance company, they tell you 150, you go to somebody, tell you 120, you go to somebody, tell you 200.
Wow.
Then the all case works, the IG is preferring one. A month all.
And I'm told that one is charging $75.
So that tells you there's a conflict of interest there. Meaning he got setting or they got setting certain percentage there, or there's something going on there.
Benefit to them.
Something is there. So we are saying, even as that, the insurance company, the government is aiding and abetting them to exploit.
So in your conversation with them, did they tell you what is going to be your benefit in case, for example, God forbid, they steal your motorbike from you? What would be the insurance company?
They take no responsibility for it. Like I said, if I feel an accident with you, right, and then I'm caught in the wrong after police investigation, and you are elevating, they take 25% of the liability. They take 25%. I will wrong you, whether I sustain more than you, my back or my object sport more than you, or something happened that is even beyond what happened to you. They take no responsibility. I already cost myself. Is that what you call insurance? That's complete exploitation. Then you talk about the registration because of the registration. We understand, yes, indeed, the registration is good, but there are factors that should be on the line. You cannot tell me to go and register my back for $25. We get personally 200,000 motorcyclists.
So I know whether you can help me do this. I want to know. What's the pen I have? I want to know. I want to know how much you using to register your motorbike.
A person legally we are told $25.
You register your motorbike with $25.
$25 legally, but they get some. God made it. I'm calling it
motorbike with $25.
Yeah, $25.
What is the next step?
$45 for driver lesson. You ain't driver lesson. $45 for driver lesson.
What's the next step after the driver
license? The next step, insurance company.
Insurance company.
The process varies.
And I want not fixed fees.
Not fixed
fees.
Let's
say since they recommending they suit or something like that.
Yeah.
But they say 120, right?
Yes, yeah, 120.
So they recommending 120. What else?
So I just say that.
So
then we come down to the union too. The union add yes to it.
Okay, what's the union fee?
The union is taking 500 for stickers.
500 liberty for stickers.
500 liberty for stickers.
Okay. So I come in. Let me. Yeah, you can be.
So we are saying the issue of registration of bags is not a bad thing, but the government will be able to put some mechanism and system into place.
So that is 190.
You cannot be generating such money from people that you claim to be poor people, and all you do is to a man worth at a detriment. We said if you want us to register back, introduce something called a security tracking system on our bags to prevent criminals from taking away our bags. Because insurance company, if they can tell insurance company to honor that cost by introducing that through insurance company, then meaning we will only go at the ministry, register our bags, we'll 25 get a document from there. The insurance company take responsibility when I go and subscribe with that insurance company, meaning if anything happens to my bag, a criminal steal my bag today, the insurance company will be in a position to buy my bag. Or give me certain percent. There should be a percent agreement. But nothing of such. Nothing of such. If I register my bag, he give me the license plate, I take that license plate, I go with it. I can take that license plate and put on another bag. It got no security feature on it. Absolutely not. The worst thing here about it is the issue of the driver lesson. We are totally against the driver lesson being issued to motorcyclists. The manual driver, you should be issuing the manual motorbike lesson.
We should have a different price.
We should have a different price with a different feature. You should be issuing a manual motorbike lesson instead of driver lesson, because if you go or think of driver lesson as per the driver, the traffic vehicle law, the member have clear eyesight. He must be tested. He must be a good and professional driver.
That can be done with the motorbike.
It's not happening right now. Driver nothing at all. You go there, you give him chauffeur, you give him B. Lexing, that's what the issue is.
So you can even use that to get in your car.
So we are saying they are not helping the system, they are not helping the country, they are not trying to build a setup, but they are using that as a means to exploit us. Then we come to the issue of the no-go zone. That you should have those things and before you fly the principal streets. I mean, that's complete intimidation and violation to our human right. So that is why, as a well-renowned, civilized young men within the motorcycle sector, we say we cannot battle the government. Since we are pushing out there and we want to sit with them to offer solutions.
When you started saying this before the implementation of the
before
they did not listen to you.
You know, you not get BB men behind you, and when you BB men calling, you won't go to that court because of their own personal greed. Other people that feel that they input into position, they do not give credence or give attention to you, and that's the position we find ourselves in. So with that, we say we're going the legal way. That is why we have written the Ministry of Justice. We have been able to put pen to paper. We have been able to put communications in order, and we are going to submit it to the Ministry of Justice because we have been told to do that after we dropped our communication there. We have a forum with them. We are told to compile every other issues and present it to them. And we also went up to the Human Rights
Commission.
Not just the Human Rights Commission, Human Rights Defense. That's headed by one team one day. We met his team, we met his lawyers and people. We complain that we need these civil society groups to get involved with the issue that has to do our human rights violation. Because I mean, it's just so boring that I had to leave an ERA journal to come right here. I stood on our road like for 30 minutes waiting for car. And I even think it's how I'm going to go back, but I have to park my motor. I got something that can take me here easily. So we are not saying that we just want Liberia to be lawless, they get people there passing here and there. What the police doing? Instead of even educate people, we feel that the 3 months, they will use the 3 months as a means of conducting seminars and workshops to
or even give it to a lawyer to have time to get money to go and do
very good. And secondly, these are 3 months for sufficient publicity. If the government, we have been able to generate huge sum of revenue in government account, but we are not being captured by government. Government is not writing any programs for motorcyclists in this country. You understand? You now you tell me to carry 2 helmets without concerning the health safety.
And if you say that is not a problem,
We want to say if you these are things the news our news are going to receive money from donors. They take our money. They forget about the fast salaries they make. When they go outside of the bed, they say our people they suffering. You see the motorcyclists there, they train there, they go and thing. When they receive the money, NFA is saying that because something is in the PUEP for NFA and that thing that's coming in the PUEP is just for their own personal news. So if government can say, okay, we want people to use or helmet, the issue of motorcyclists, the individuals having a helmet is 100% accepted. But not taking into consideration what I have to do with the passengers. I mean, you got one helmet rather. Let's say, for example, you run 100% of data, the 100% of the all use that one helmet. And people get transmitted diseases through sweat. Let's say, for example, I think something like yellow journal or kidney failure and all those other stuff them. You understand? Hepatitis C. So if you telling one motorman having one helmet for all passengers, I mean, you just put your citizen level risks. What we expect the government to be doing is that ask the entire public if you want to ride motorbike to get to your destination as soon as possible, you must have your own helmet. And the issue about the helmet should not be mandatory for passengers. Like we get our no disrespect to them, right? But our Java brothers and sisters. I mean, they move around with helmets. No one tells them to move around with helmet. And when they using a helmet, they bag motorbike, they tell a helmet for your ear and you no. So if the passenger have the means of getting helmet, he or she can get it and use it. But should be mandatory. And if all you want to make it mandatory as per your own safety guidelines that you clean, that you are putting into place, then you may be able to subsidize the issue about helmet is over $15, $20 now. But they're going to claim it on
the reflective jacket. Yeah. The price have increased. The last time, so I wanted to get some from my community. I saw
very good. So the prices are increasing. Then government will be able to say, okay, since we are saying all citizens should have helmets, then we have to do this. I have to drop tariffs on the importation of helmets and be able to subsidize the process to save the people and then discuss how well the policy will see the need of the common man down there. So we have come to inform the public that we are going to legal with the government. And if possible, if we have the opportunity, is our right, we will sue the government for violating our rights. They have failed their duty to provide livelihood for us. All they have done is with a man's worth, better the life of their children. Many of them, I even want to ask the RG where he really obtained his education in this country or he truly obtained education in this country. And many of the ministers, deputies, and directors.
And that could be the issue of all of these challenges, all things being put in place. I think it could be a way to disabuse the minds of young people from riding motorbike. But this could only be done if you put in place a rifle mechanism.
The rifle mechanism and the rifle
so it's like this, where the guy will feel reluctant not to ride motorbike, but he will go and use all opportunities.
But now they are using as a means to put on last ones. Police are using it like, I will come in. My first and not the one with the last and roadblocks. I'll come here at the ministry where I bypass to do my birth certificate. Our force will say in some of a box. As soon as the bus stop for a passenger get on the police officer on the phone, we told her Gregor come and say, "Right, man." And I see what's going on now. Now everybody are getting happy. You're saying, "Oh, yo, benefit." I know we were talking that thing on the phone. So now they have seen the issue of the enforcement. To have so many girlfriends, get involved into so many susu, you understand? If you give it, we are told that there have been thousands of motorcyclists back that have taken up there to Central. They're giving 2,000 LD tickets to be paid to government revenue. Where that money going? What are you doing for one?
It's government revenue now.
What are you doing with it when you go? Instead for them to add to their salaries, so that they can give fake information to international partners in the world and continuously be begging. So we are saying, if we reach to a point, I'm gonna be frank, and I'm saying on this platform, motorcyclists will sue the government of Liberia. We will sue the government of Liberia. We're not going to protest because protest is our right. Constitution is our right. But African leaders, especially Liberian leaders, have seen the issue of protest like undermine that leadership, and as such, they send some little tiny securities every time to brutalize citizens.
So let me stop you there, because you came late. I mean, I got me here. At least they are many parking fee for them, but I got me here. So that yeah. So you have to. So that's because for our diaspora callers. If you are following us from the diaspora and you want to be a part of today's edition of the program, please call us on +231 776 672 581 +231 776. Diaspora callers. Nobody will call me on direct number on that phone, because you're okay and your credit will be burning, because even if I'm talking, you don't hear me. I will not hear you. So WhatsApp callers only and diaspora callers +231 776 672 581 +231 776 672 581. The internet on the official WhatsApp phone here is something else. So 0776 104 104 at the direct number you can call. 0776 104 104 86 104 at the numbers. Hello.
Hey, yeah.
What's up?
How you doing, brother?
Chief, we all got my own.
My name is Boy Solo, and I joined you from New York. Let me say hi to my brother in studio that you spoke very brilliantly, my brother. You know the idea the police will be giving you that you're giving an idea. And, you know, and I also spoke about it before, I think, on the show the other night, that you needed to train you guys, call for the training, at least 800 a day, teach them the traffic law. Because many of you guys, some of your brand bikes, many can take the bike and the tire riding, they give it to the little brother, one other ride, they just join the street and doing ride any kind of way, and they get a second point to accident. But if they call you guys for training and say, listen, the vehicle law that you cannot take your car and give it on lesson driver, that means you would know that you cannot take your bike and give it to somebody who doesn't have a lesson, because anything that come, any accident will fall on you. So if they are going to come out and train you guys on all of those things, then it will not going to be like it. But my brother, I feel for you guys, but let me tell you something. The government, you sue them, it's a waste of time. You were right there. They pursue the people that had the case with the attorney position. They sue the government, right? And what happened? When the Supreme Court came out with ruling, the government turned around and disregard the people ruling. Let me tell you today, everything I can tell you right now, my brother, your shooting biscuit are going to give you the idea. The first idea you need to carry on, all the bike people, what are in community, you need to go back together. You pack your bike there for at least 1 or 2 months. Nobody should go in the street to run. And you see how
when they do that one, you know, and the people can say they bound credit. So,
my brother, let me tell you something. God will provide some kind of way for the young men. And let me tell you, my brother. That's the first one.
That might expect that more Liberians coming start calling like this begging.
Brother, I was speaking to you. You ask me to tell you, I got a business there. I got Texas. I got cars in there. People running. Motorcyclist I hate me before. But the issue is, you can't look at one person. The same way they got reckless motorcycle people, they got reckless driver. Look at what happened. I mean, can you at some point and tell before yesterday on Saturday in my community, PhD community, they yellow person kill a bean. The school charged the bus and took the children to the park there. You know what happened? Right there, the boss had a fatal break, and then they kill people.
Wow.
And they're hitting the wall. So all the children in that bus are going to die, and the poor around are going to die. Right? But you got the buses running, come on, they're not even get light. Look at the buses at night. What the police doing to them? And, you know, so the children strain the people out. So the last thing I will say to you, my brother, the only thing that can change things, You tell a man to go that waste of time.
Okay.
Stand strong, you put together, you pack your power, and now when you come on them high and protest against them and bring the country down to a standstill. That the only way they will listen to you.
All right, let me pick this one. Hello. Good evening to you, Isaac Woolsey.
Yeah, hey guys, thank you for the recognition. Hey guys, for the public, this is Isaac Woolsey, first because of the okay. And you guys this afternoon for my 14. This is Isaac Woolsey. Hey guys, I want to say thank you to you for the cover. The first is discuss about the right. You know, when we told people at the time that this is right, but we are, we said that some of we for hypocritical ways for the discussion. But then we were seeing beyond the government, we get research, we further country, when it comes to economic, but we know how everybody in the world was locked down when it comes to some of the issues that people are being affected with around the world. And then it creeps over here, people start to run in the mind of the militaries and make them to understand that it's not about the war being locked down with this relationship, but it's about the government trying to be evil to them. And that we are here today, we see where we are leading to. Today, the animal that is standing before the public and defending the issue of residents going on and telling people that you can buy the press, telling people the press that they should buy. Yeah, then at the time when we told them the last week, when we got put now, our brothers, let's say some of them, they brought into the set. You know, you gotta have roughly around like 15 residents who are in the street on surviving the season of this local back. But sometimes I don't not to
Okay. All right. Let me leave you there at that limited time. See, Hello. You live? Yeah. No, I can't keep you on the line. You my own set chief, but I can't keep you on the line. Hello.
Good evening, Hika.
Yeah, good evening to you, Chief. Your name and from where you join us?
Hika, my name is Regilius, and I join you from Comfort Town.
Okay.
Yeah, let me say thank you to those of the guys in studio there for me. I'm a former motorcyclist.
Resign? Or you
yeah, I'm no longer riding target. I
don't money
but now I don't take myself out of you. You know, during 2009, when we were riding back, what we used to do is to conduct things. But nowadays, there's no traffic. Even something doesn't move single level when it is investment to attack. And for us, for me, I don't believe the way the police is doing that's the right way to go. The police is making the start. Yeah, it wasn't making the start. How can you tell a man who has a good motorbike that motorbike cannot be sold for $300? Expecting a man to get support of them because they need to buy reflectors, jacket, buy helmets, and all the other things there. You know what you're talking about? That's a huge burning. You cannot burn in people that are causing masses that are funny, that are deliberate. Each other motorcyclists, somebody have that wife, somebody they have students. They use the motorbike that they earn it for it, they can go to school, somebody they have university students, somebody have their home, they have family.
All right, Chief. All right. Please, because of time. Hello?
Yeah, hey, how you doing, my brother?
I'm okay, Chief. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
man, for the disturbance.
No problem.
I know you on the weather, so it was too happy for each other.
Yeah.
My brother. Yeah, Hika, this is David King for the public. I join you this evening from my residence. You see, Hika, what this government has brought to us is a serious calamity. We're having issue with rice now. We're having issue with gasoline. And today, at the issue of finance, the finance minister we are hearing, from what we are hearing, mentally he's not fit.
They both said allow.
No, the man is not fit.
They both released statement, they said allow.
That whole everyone was discussing the brother. They on Friday. So I don't know why the people should have PhD in line. Because it was based upon line. You heard Jeremiah that game that you play that any left, the rest are not. So that is to tell you how much people we have to the people and show our people away from the reality. And today, so those things are very much on our today because cyclists, they are contributors to our economy. I can remember cyclists within the space of 1 month time, they were able to contribute $1.1 million to national budget through registration. So for people to look at the people and contribute to the growth and development of our country and they try to ostracize them, I think is a kind of good thing to do. The government should be sensitive to the plan of the people, not to be insensitive, but they should be people, as they say, they keep the rescuer, they shouldn't be people that will come to strangulate us. Because a rescuer cannot become strangulator. If you become strangulator, it will be bad. The issue of the right is a serious issue, and we know what that led to in this country. The issue of right led to into this country.
Okay.
If Joe Walker want to have a long time in the presidency, he should make sure he shouldn't play with a like stable food. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. This one. Hello.
Hello.
You're live on the radio. Go ahead. Your name and from where you join us.
I'm representing the Prince College from District 7. That's one.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the information that because I was going to pay a workers. You know, for the motorcyclist, but I don't want to pay a worker for him. The comment is what I take after them. So the motorcyclist to pay him. So I can stop.
All right. Thank you. Let me pick this person. Hello. You live on the radio. Okay. You hang up the line yourself. Let me pick this one. Hello.
Thank you.
Who got Rama?
No, this is Hussein Kew.
Okay, Hussein, go ahead.
Yeah, I joined you this evening for the right checkup. So I thought to play the listening role this evening, but I'm a bit constrained.
Okay.
To all when I listen to a Liberian sounding the way the guy sounded, those brothers have said they will take the legal, the legal side of this entire difference.
You see that the guys talk about protest. They said because of the protest that today protest are correct.
No.
You see, because you always appear insincere, I want like keeping you on a friend note. Because you always appear insincere, I will not give you the privilege. Now, who here? I hope this person is calling to make that. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
You live on the radio. Why you always be calling my personal number?
Sorry, the mail up
From where I'm not seeing no more. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mama, thank you for the show. Anything what I do, I'm not supposed to more for the motorcycle. I'm not serious for the motorcycle at all.
You're walking through. Am I helping you?
Yeah, I'm trying to walk on the house. I can't be.
I said the motorcycle because they're not coming in town, so they're walking. Am I helping you?
No, they're not helping me at all. Any government account, different policies. That is one of policies. And the policy the government came out, the couldn't see the public to be having him that way against. Or it's true. Any city you go to the real capital of that city, no motor was allowed there.
Okay.
We can go Greenway, we'll go side of the real city of the town. No motor was allowed.
I see motor in Conakry.
Yeah, motor in Conakry, but at the heart of the Conakry, that Conakry city, that's the way they call the city of Conakry. And anybody that has listened to them, no motor can go there. Nobody in the software. Now, we're talking about this. The lab guy, they get a jacket, everything on. But Pastor Herman, no. It's not there. But they have a Conakry, there's no motor allowed there.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Famuya, because
that's the right issue again. You know, we talk about the government, I'm not going to talk about President Jordan, we want to visions of failure. Because you don't get the legal ability to govern this country. So then why have we been standing with the rest, 1850? On can go by level 1800 of KK. I pay $2,000 for each member to pay to our market. I'm going to send it to the common people.
Say $2,000. I was $2,000 to the $2,000.
Now let's get to one of the mission. I kill.
That's my favorite. Hello? You live on the radio.
How are you?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm a background of this lordship background in the commercial of a red line. Motorcyclist. Everybody is calling to my brother. Why you saying it? Brother, Mama Bear, who can I respect who feel about Supreme Court? Brother, who just want to get no agreement. Remember, I have you know the government. We're just taking long to put it up with the coming to full.
Please let me ask you quick. Do you remember the time that you raised money to support the Unity Party campaign in 2023?
Oh, our guy, he got.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
He got that six. Our number is our power to go and do that. Anyway, my daughter carry the day. But right now, the same. Let him know that they are on short.
Okay.
They will get allowed to happen this way. Even if they for no reason, they will come after us here. They will get us to money now. So I beg you, gentlemen, we're going to over now. We have put here. I'll try to put it on no bill.
My man.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Let me see that. Who here? Hello? Yeah? Yeah.
I hear you wanting somebody on the line, but this 72 on the line. I don't want to make a little important.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My name is Elijah P. I come from Badengate.
Okay.
I hear a young man in studio talking that they are not going to put us anymore, but they are going to take the government to court. Why waste so much time to talk about taking the government to court? The man, President Bagawo, just go from taking position to put them to court and to go won the case. He stood there and said, when and started suspending the people. Is that a man who got respect for the law? That make you waste your time with talking about you coming to court? I think I heard somebody say it is better. There are so many ways to protest. You can cut your tools. We all suffer it. People will succumb to you people.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Let me pick Rosetta Sonkali. Rosetta has been a long time running. Rosetta, just hold on. I'm returning your call. Rosetta, just hold on. I'm trying to return your call. So yeah, the Freedom Cash giveaway is still ongoing. I'm going to call some of my winners before I leave from here. If Abraham Kamara will give me the chance. Rosetta, hold on. I'm calling you. Okay. Rosetta Sonkali, you live on the radio. Go ahead.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
Go ahead.
Everything we're going to got there out of your chance to 5 1 week and a half. I didn't go to Cote d'Ivoire.
Oh, okay.
I think about the other 3 to 4 years from where I left Cote d'Ivoire. You know, I really said here, I even our own community because Cote d'Ivoire has gone far beyond where it was when we were there as refugees. And seeing the kind of country that I come from, which are the former men that are taking new and nothing which to make it more better. Because when it comes to resources, then you have the more experienced president. If my mama is giving you she's half of her shop, my son that means some doing multiple way. If she got rest on the phone to carry you, think she's going to sell it for $200, she will sell for $50 because the Trump was taking her, she will create to donate. So she said, why are we having just within 1 year done? Look at the one thing in the provision. Just because you are getting made, down and on the show. How will you lie? You can go lie your king of power. Both are your original, you already get past it. But your king of the power, your business, I will push it. But you know, on the top, I will not say anything. Because there is very well said our pastor will name it. That's what you know, but I get to rehab. I know how painful it was when something was big in our own reference topic. But keep the courage I did with him for example. Also, Chairman Apple, he's a taking everything. In that way, I'm not going to call him my name to my own work. All right, he used to be a benefit when he will not benefit. If got any example that Baka said, he will have an equal and cut all that post of them.
Okay, thank you. Let me pick Boy Solo. Boy, please be fast.
Let me remind our brother who call you and remind our brother in studio that in America, one area, they have been killing, they were all police only to kill the black people. every time the black people are in the wrong. You remember the famous George Floyd? You remember when the case George Floyd, what happened, right? It was the last day of the police killing innocent black people.
Wow, thank God. So yeah, Claudius, let's wrap up, please, because we're out of time.
Thank you, and thanks to all before us. We, like I said, we are not going to get involved in any act of violence. We are not going to protest because, Joe, it is our right to protest. But seriously, the news that the means to brutalize us and take away our objects.
Somebody say he's scared of beating our.
Many of those cyclists are waiting today because they cannot even lay hand or tell where the bags have been taken. So we are urging all of our crews to remain calm, remain where you are. While it's true the government is using this no-go zone, the infringement on our right, we will be all engaged into legally, and if possible, like I said, we will sue the government. It will be the first time this country for a motorcycle and tricycle said to sue the government of Liberia because they have failed on our obligation by providing the livelihood and the equal life and resources that we too our citizens need to get. So we want to say thanks to Freedom, and thanks HAGGAI, and thanks to your team. Thanks so much.
Thank you so kindly too for making yourself available here. The country and our country, the country with that brand. Thanks to all of you for following today's edition of the program, The Freedom Hub. It returns on tomorrow. Oliver Kine and Princess Celesta Venja Colley will be here. But until I'm back here, it's on Wednesday, hopefully. Let's pray for the peace of our country. Prepare yourself as we begin buying bag of rice for $18.50 or maybe $20 at maybe at the wholesale or the shops you will find around. That is where we are. This is the country. Let's go.
She's a